Hey beauty pros, welcome to Beauty Business Breakthroughs. My name is Shara, your guide to success in the beauty industry. In each episode, I'm going to be sharing my tips, tricks, and real life experiences. Plus, we'll bring in industry experts to drop their game-changing advice. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, get ready for practical insights that will elevate your beauty business. Let's dive in. Hello everyone. How are y'all doing? It's Thursday, Thankful Thursday. I'm very excited for today. And our topic that we are going to be discussing, I will say this is probably one of the most asked questions right next to how do you get clients or how do you get started is the money, okay? How do you make six figures? Not only how do you make six figures, but how do you make six figures in your first year, okay? So let me just go ahead. I just posted a reel. Hopefully y'all can see this very clearly. So I just posted a reel and I wanted to go ahead and go live so that I can just elaborate on this and really just show you guys how easy it is to go six figures in your first year. Okay. And again, this goes for your first year, your second year, and then on. And the concept is for you to break it down. Okay. So you want to start off with what is your goal? Your end goal is 100,000 in 1 year. Now, we all know that there are 12 months in a year. So we're going to divide that by 12 months. So that way we know how much our goal is to make monthly. Okay. So $100,000, divide that by 12. That's going to give us $8,333, which is our monthly goal. Now, again, we're going to keep the math simple, okay? And we're going to divide that by 4 weeks. Why? Because there's an average of 4 weeks per month. Okay, now you can always divide it by 4.2, 4.3, something along those lines, but let's just keep this math simple and go with four weeks, all right? So at 4 weeks, our weekly goal is going to be $2,083. Again, this is super simple math. We're just breaking it down layer by layer, okay? How many of you guys have ever thought of this concept, done this concept, figured out a goal that you want to do or a goal in terms of money that you want to make, and you have gone this route? By raise of hands, a heart, something, just let me know if this is a concept that you have thought about before, you've been introduced to before, you've seen before, you have practiced it before, anything along those lines, okay? Yay, awesome. Okay, so we're going to share this concept with the rest of the Lux Beauty followers, all right? Making it really simple. So if we got $2,083, that is our weekly goal. Now we're going to divide it by 6. Why? Because there's 6 days in a week that we're going to focus on working. Okay, now you can divide it by 5, you can divide it by 4, you can divide it by 3. Whatever your schedule is, okay, divide it by that amount of days. So in this particular case, we're going to divide it by 6. 6 days working per week. That's $347 that you need to make per day. Now, I know in the regular world of working a job, this might seem really hard to do because if you're making $250 a day, you're making pretty good money, right? But in the beauty world, this is really simple. And I'm going to show you how simple it is. We're going to break that down by client. We're going to say that we have 2 clients per day. Do you know how much that is? $173 per client. That is all you have to do. Now, I'm pretty sure that most of you guys have services that far exceed $173, right? I know my teeth whitening is $200. My body sculpting is $150. for an hour. The Hyaluron lip pen is $225. The micro needling and BB glow, that is over $200. So this is literally just seeing 2 clients a day. So a lot of times I break it down on our income sheets, 2, 4, 6, 8, how many clients per day, gives you an idea of how much you can make per day, per week, per month, per year, right? This is literally breaking it down depending on how many services that you offer. $173 per client? That's possible. By raise of hands, how many of you guys have or can see 2 clients at a minimum of $173? By show of hands, how many of you? I'm pretty sure most of you, if not all of you, have services that either meet or exceed $173 per service, per client. Now, if you guys have any questions on this, please, by all means, message me in the comment section below. But this has got to be the easiest way for you to make 6 figures in your first year. So everybody always asks me, how did you do it? How did you do it? I started right before the pandemic. My business Instagram had been shut down a week before lockdown. Lockdown happened. Now all of a sudden I'm in the middle of a pandemic with a new beauty business. My Instagram had just shut down, so I had to start all over again. And here I am making 6 figures every single month, part-time. So everybody always wonders that too. I was working a full-time job, working from 6:30 in the morning till 3 o'clock in the afternoon, sometimes 4 o'clock in the afternoon, depending on what day it was, because I had a variable schedule. Okay. And then I would go to my studio and I would see 2 to 3 clients a day. And people would be like, how in the world are you making 8 to 10 grand a month, working part-time with a brand new beauty business? How? This is how. Okay. We're breaking it down and making it as simple as humanly possible. Now, I'm going to take it one step further. And I'm going to show you guys how to not only make the 6 figures in a year, but I'm also going to show you how to maximize your time. Maximize your time, maximize your income. Okay. And one of the things that I had done was I had a studio that was able to house 2 clients at one time. So what did that mean? And everybody knows that I'm always an advocate of diversifying your services. So if you're offering body sculpting, you're offering teeth whitening, you're offering hyaluron pen, you're offering esthetician services, you have a combination of services that you provide. Why? Because you never know who will come to you wanting multiple services from you, right? So they come to you and they're a faithful skincare client. Now they want to get their teeth done by you. Now they want to get body sculpting by you. Okay. So the reason I say this is because that is how I was able to maximize my time and maximize my income. I had a studio that was set up for 2 customers at a time. I was able to break it off. I was able to separate it. So not every service that I provided required my one-on-one time with them the entire treatment. For instance, body sculpting. Some of those services do not require me to physically perform the service the entire 30 minutes or hour. Muscle sculpting, the M-Sculpt, vacuum butt lift, laser lipo, teeth whitening, things of that nature, right? So what I would do is if I had a client who was scheduled for one of those services that I could see another client at the same time, I would double book myself. So what does that mean? Okay. That means I have a client scheduled for a butt lift at 5 o'clock. I know that it's going to take me roughly 15 minutes to get that client set up. So I'm going to consult with the client briefly. I'm going to get their pictures done. I'm going to set up their treatment and then I'm done, right? So I'm going to buffer and give myself 15 minutes. That means then I can schedule a teeth whitening client for 5:15. And even better, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a promo. So rather than charge $200, I'm going to charge $175. I'm going to charge $150, something along those lines. So that way I'm giving them a benefit for not having the one-on-one service with me, right? And I'm able to book that time slot. So by 6 o'clock-ish, 6:15, I should be done with the vacuum client, right? Now, the 5:15 teeth whitening client, they're going to come in and it's going to take about an hour and 15 minutes. So 5:15 to 6:30. So now I'm done with 2 clients by 6:30, right? So from 5 o'clock, I started my 1 client, and by 6:30, I'm ended with my 2nd client. So in that hour and a half period of time, I have now made $150 for my vacuum client, or whatever it is that you charge. And then I've made my $150 or $175 for my teeth whitening client. So you put that together, let's just keep it simple, 150 and 150. That's $300 for an hour and a half's worth of time. Now, I'm going to just do the math really quick because I can't do math in my head. I can do a lot of things, but math is not my area of expertise. That is roughly $200 an hour. $200 an hour. Where are you working your 9 to 5 where you can make $200 an hour? Now, that means I have seen 2 clients. I've made my $300, right? And now I can probably do that again. So say 6:45, I can have another client, right? Or 6:45 and 7 o'clock, I can have another client. I can repeat that same cycle of double booking myself with these services that don't require me to be hands-on the entire time. And now in a span of 3.5 hours, I've made $600. Do you see what I'm saying? So this is how I was able to come in, see 2 to 3 clients a day after my 9 to 5 job and focus on making 6 figures in my first year. I literally, within months, had to hire an assistant because I was 2 and 3 weeks booked out. Now, if I can do it with literally no beauty business experience, I know anyone else can do it as well. It's possible. One of the things that I learned in the middle of the pandemic about the beauty business is us women, we will risk our lives literally in the middle of a pandemic, and we will get our hair done, we'll get our nails done, our lashes, our eyebrows, our skin, our waxing, all of that stuff. We're going to risk our lives to make sure that we continue to look pretty. That's just what we're going to do. And that's what women did. I had people messaging me, hey, do you know what shop is open for this? Do you know what shop is open for that? So everybody else's businesses were slow. Everybody else's business was shutting down. Meanwhile, my business was thriving. And I'm thankful for it. I'm not saying that to brag. I'm saying that to say I didn't hold any special key that anyone else, doesn't hold. Right? If I can do it with no experience, you guys can do it too. And it's crazy because I know a couple of gals, longtime family friends. I won't go into too many details, but they're in the beauty business, right? And I used to see them travel all the time. And I'm like, what? This is before I was in the beauty business. I'm like, what are they doing on the side to afford to travel every other month? Like, what the frick are they doing? Right? There's 2 single women in the beauty business, and I just knew that they had something else up their sleeve that they were doing, right? And I would mention this to my friend, one of our other mutual friends frequently, and we would joke about it. And then I started the beauty business, and I'm like, oh my God, like, this is what they're doing. They're in the beauty business. No wonder they can afford to go do these things, because the beauty business is ever thriving. It's constantly changing. It's evolving. There is so much money in it. Okay, I don't know about you guys, but I want you guys to sit down and write down how much money you spend per month, per week, per year. Calculate all of the services that you get done. Your haircuts, your color, your weaves, your lashes, your brows, waxing, nails, pedicures, facials, body sculpting, all of that stuff. Thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. I guarantee it. Okay? Add that up, and that's what women are willing to spend. Why wouldn't you capitalize on that and let those clients and let those women and let those customers come to you? Okay? So when you think, oh, is it possible? Well, I don't have any experience, or is it possible? I don't know what I'm doing, or I'm just starting out, or yes, it's possible. Okay? And this is how it's possible. Again, I'm going to break it down for you guys really simply. We're going to start off $100,000 for the year. You're going to divide that by 12 because there's 12 months in a year. That's going to give us 8333. We're going to divide that by 4 because there's an estimate of 4 weeks per month. Now we're going to break that down by 6 days out of the week because you're not going to work 7. You're going to work 6. Now for our income chart purposes, our calculation is based on 5 days a week. Okay. But for this calculation, we're breaking it down by 6. You're going to work 6 days a week. That's giving you an estimate or a goal, of $347 per day that you need to make. Now we're going to break that down by 2 clients. 2 clients, you only need to charge them $173 each in order to make this $100,000 a year. Again, super simple, right? Super simple. So if you have a goal, you want to make something, you need to make an extra $1,000 a month, an extra $2,000 a month, whatever the case is that you need to do. This is how you're going to break it down, and you're going to figure out what it is that you need to do in order to make that goal. We're going to say that you need to make $2,000 extra per month, right? And we're going to take that $2,000 and we're going to divide it by 4 weeks. So that gives us a goal of $500 per week that you need to make. Then we're going to divide it again by the same 6 days. So each day you need to roughly make $83. That's less than 1 client a day. Less than 1 client a day. Okay? So again, it is completely possible for you to make 6 figures in your first year, your second year, your third year, your fourth year, and so on and so forth. Okay? So if you haven't already, go check out my reel. I just posted it before I went live. If you have any questions, feel free to message me. I love you guys. Have a great rest of your Thursday, and I will be back on tomorrow. Talk to you guys soon.
That's a wrap for today's Beauty Business Breakthroughs. I hope you found these insights valuable and actionable for your beauty business. Remember, success in this industry is within your reach. If you're hungry for more and ready to take your beauty business to the next level, consider joining our Get Fully Booked Accelerator program. We are dedicated to helping beauty professionals like you achieve extraordinary success with strategies that can take your business to $10K per month and beyond. Simply send us a direct message on Instagram, Luxe Beauty and Body Co., with the word success, and we'll provide you with all of the details on how you can be a part of this game-changing program. Your journey to a thriving beauty business starts now. Thank you again for tuning in, and until next time, stay inspired, stay motivated, and keep making those beauty business breakthroughs.